What is up, guys? Nelson here, coming at you with another video. Today I'm going to show you how to enable the high resolution mode of your EVF and of your LCD, as well as setting the viewfinder to 120 frames per second. Coming up right after this. Now, one of the many upgrades over the A7R II on the A7R III are the increased resolution of the viewfinder and the rear LCD. Now, Sony actually has these dumbed down a little bit by default to save battery, presumably. So I am going to show you how to enable those today. With these enabled, you are going to have a much easier to see picture in the sun, as well as a higher resolution on the internal viewfinder, which is going to help you with your manual focus lenses, and it's just going to give you a general overall better picture, pretty on par almost with an optical viewfinder. So let's go check that out now. So the first thing we're going to do is hit the menu button on the back of the A7R III. And you are going to scroll over to the second camera tab, and you're going to click over until you see the finder frame rate. Now it is set to standard, and we are going to enable finder high. Now this switches it from 60 frames per second to 120 frames per second. And where you're really going to notice this is fast moving subjects are going to appear very smooth across the screen. Now the second thing that we're going to do is we are going to enable the higher quality viewfinder and rear LCD. And we're going to do this by scrolling over to the setup tab, and we're going to go over until we see display quality, which is the second tab over. And we're going to select it. It's defaulted as being standard, and we are going to set it to high. Now the next thing we're going to do is adjust the brightness and set the color temperature on both the rear LCD and the viewfinder. Having the monitor brightness set to sunny weather on the rear LCD helps immensely looking at the screen in the sunlight. Now, sticking with the setup tab, you'll notice the very top setting is monitor brightness. It is set to manual by default. So we're going to go ahead and select that, and we're going to turn that to sunny weather. Now you'll notice instantly that the brightness and color temperature increases. And the next thing we're going to do is actually set this in the viewfinder as well. Now, in order to do this, we have to look into the viewfinder, so I'm going to attempt to actually show that. All right, so now we are going to change the viewfinder brightness. So go ahead and select down one, hit the center button. It's defaulted as being auto, so hit the center button again, scroll down to manual, hit OK. It's defaulted as being +0, so we're going to move it all the way over to the right, which is +2. Alrighty guys, there you have it. You should be enjoying a brighter LCD and viewfinder by doing so, which makes the overall experience that much better. If you guys find these videos useful, please give it a thumbs up and do not hesitate to subscribe. I am going to be releasing weekly content, and I hope you've enjoyed it so far. Take care.